Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Damon Campbell with HotNewHipHop.com here at the Blind Pig in Ann Arbor, Michigan with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Caskey, and I'm from Orlando, Florida, and it's fucking freezing out here.
Great to meet you, man. Definitely appreciate your time. Now, I know you got the Bacon with Caskey web series and even a fan page in your honor called Caskey's Kitchen. Yeah. But before you were cooking up rhymes, I understand you actually started out washing dishes at Tuscany's.
Oh yeah, wow. You know about Tuscany's? That's like a little local Italian spot that's like a mile away from where I live. Yeah, it's terrible. It was like a kitchen was about the size of this room right here. Yeah, and I'd wash dishes there for like a good 2 years or something.
Yeah, and then
so glad to be away from that.
Exactly. And then fittingly enough, it was actually in culinary class with a fellow named Marcus, where you kind of worked up the courage.
How did you? Where is he? I feel like I'm in a Nardwuar interview. Yeah, Marcus. Yeah, that was like this kid that came to my school that he had like just got out like a big jail term, and he was just like super ratchet, and him and I just hit it off in culinary, and I would rap for him, and he just was like, you know, dog, you gotta record that shit. And then here I am.
And then you eventually linked up with your boy Ebola Sicko. What was his role?
This is awesome. All right, Ebo, when I first started, when I like realized I wanted to record, I found somebody on MySpace from Sanford that like had music and asked them where they recorded, and they put me up on Ebo. It was a dude named Young Bo, and he put me up on Ebo, and I went over there, recorded my first song, and him and I just like hit it off. It was just cool. We was just in his room in a closet recording, but I mean, it was just awesome to me, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so he made a lot of like my first beats and stuff, and like I was the first person that was like really like helping me just figure out this rap shit, you know?
Shout out to Ebo.
Yeah, what's up, Ebo? I hope you watching.
And I know you got a weak stomach, or at least that's what you indicate in your collab with Machine Gun Kelly. But I'm noticing a trend here because we got Ebo to Sicko, and then I understand it was actually a DJ Nasty who helped put Birdman up on you.
Yeah, well, Birdman found us on his own. He just he reached out to DJ Nasty to make the connection. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And despite being signed now to Cash Money, a subsidiary of Universal, is it true that you're actually banned from Universal Orlando?
Oh, I am. Yeah. Wow. Dude. Where are you getting this from? Yeah, I am banned from Universal. We tried to go to Halloween Horror Nights, and we were smoking a lot of weed in the car. And like when we pulled up in the parking garage, like this person came up to the window in a Bob Marley shirt and knocked on the door, and then whipped out their badge and was like undercover. So I'm banned there for like a year or something.
Crazy.
Is House of Blues or Hard Rock? Which one is Hard Rock? Is Universal? All right, we don't got any shows there coming up, do we? Good. I'll probably get kicked out.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you actually used to get kicked out a lot of your shows too for like drinking underage or something?
This is the best interview I've done in a long time. I used to get kicked out all the time because I was like 16 when we were rapping, and like I was doing my first shows. I was like, probably like 17, 16. So I could never drink, but when we're on stage, all my people were drinking, so I'd be drinking. I hit some weed, and I was just like the little kid. I got one time this lady, it was like an old lady. She like chased me around the whole venue in the middle of my set. She was trying to kick me off, and I was just drunk.
That's messed
being
up.
An asshole, yeah.
And I'm actually surprised you're not banned from Disney World. You must not have got caught, but like, isn't that where you actually lost your virginity?
Oh, what is going on? Yes, I did. I lost my virginity when I was probably 15. Maybe I was 14. I think I was 15. 15 in Pleasure Island, ironically.
Of all places, yeah.
I was at a concert at the House of Blues, and wow, that's crazy.
Well, I'm not gonna ask how your performance was or anything like that, but
no. I was watching the show. It was a metal show. I think it was like a Norma Jean show or something like that. Yeah, that's hilarious.
But your first rap performance, I understand, was at a place called Little Fish Huge Pond.
Nobody knows this. Where? Yeah, Little Fish Big Pond. It was it's a place in Sanford, downtown Sanford, a little art spot. Like I don't even think they do shows like that. But that was where we did one. I think there was about 8 people there. Okay. My first show.
Yeah. And then your first, I guess, big show was at Back Booth there in Orlando.
Hell yeah.
Shortly after signing.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, there were actually like some kids in the front row who used to like pick on you in school. And
well, just in the crowd in general. Yeah. I thought that was funny.
Was that for being a Equesticle?
It was just being a weirdo overall. Yeah, I was called Equesticle. I was like in my middle school. There was that you had the little classes and shit, and I was in like the gifted program. So I was like the Quest kids, and they called us Questicles. I don't know who came up with that, but yeah, I just got picked on for all kinds of shit. I had like a mohawk. I wore tight pants. It just was weird. Yeah, came to school in my boxers one day for the whole day. Yeah,
what happened with that?
No one found out. I wore 2 pairs of boxers and just pretended they were short shorts and didn't get any trouble.
Yeah. And of course, there's the old phrase "sticks and stones." Yeah, a sentiment that you seem to share in your song "Words." Which has managed to stir up quite a bit of controversy.
Didn't work.
Yeah. If you could elaborate on that for a moment, do you feel like we as people have the power to choose whether or not to be affected by certain things?
Yeah, I think. I think like a lot of times we let just things that people say or just things we hear on the news, all sorts of things, just like really cause like a lot of turmoil mentally. Yeah. And I just think that it's just interesting that if you don't give anybody those powers, like to let their words affect you or let anything affect you, it can't really affect your inner state. So like I don't know how well I touched on that on words, but I mean that's what I was aiming
got the message across pretty well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you certainly have a way with words yourself, obviously. Was Usher's remix your first time really experimenting?
I hate you. I hate him for even bringing that up, because if anybody finds it, I'm gonna be like, fuck, dude. Yeah. I had wrote a lot of raps, but that was the first beat that I recorded. I think it was just the easiest beat for me to find at the time. It was probably a popular song. But I found that beat and was like, perfect, let's do it. Yeah. Ebo was on the hook too.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah, he did the hook for me.
Perfect.
So ratchet and just like.
And if you go on Wikipedia, it lists Homegrown Volume 1 as your first mixtape, but before that, you actually had a project called The Intangibles, and then going back even further, Blowing Out My Mind Volume 1.
Holy shit, yeah. No one's ever really heard Blowing Out My Mind. Like, I gave it to, like, 2 homies, but mostly, like, when I was in high school, we was burning it on a regular computer, 1 CD at a time, and writing the title on with a marker and handing them out. So, like, that's kind of just how I got known for rapping, I guess, in my school. But, yeah, super rare tape. Nobody has it. I don't really have any desire for him to hear it,
No, I imagine not.
It's interesting seeing the progression, though.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And if anyone ever does find it, I'm sure they can, compare. Yeah, absolutely. And from what I understand, you actually just started off kind of like getting high with your friends and freestyling as a joke. Yeah. But on a more serious note, nowadays 420 has a whole nother significance to you.
Yeah. That's the day that my father passed away. So yeah, like when I do 420 shows or 420 releases, I'm not really like doing it for the stoner shit. It's just kind of like a way for me to put out some positive energy on that day instead of using it in a negative way.
Vent a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I lost my spot a second.
You're killing it right now.
Thanks, man.
I'm thoroughly impressed.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, your dad actually poured concrete for a living, which is the very thing that almost took your life a while back. A motorcycle accident.
Dude, you're making a lot of dope parallels right now. This is awesome. Yeah, shout out to the kid that said that my dad was a lawyer on Facebook. Fuck him. Like, I don't know where that came from. Yeah, my dad poured concrete his whole life. Yeah. Did construction. He lost his tips of his fingers when I was in like 3rd grade in like a construction accident.
Crazy. But then your motorcycle accident was actually your second one in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Wow. Yep. Yeah. I crashed a rental bike in Panama City like a week after I got my license. Yeah. So I kind of knew I couldn't ride bikes, and then I don't know, came back, tried to make it happen again, and then crashed really bad. When I was in Panama City, it wasn't that bad because I was going like 30. I had a backpack. I kind of slid on that. Like I cut myself up, but nothing bad. The other one was like some next level shit.
Yeah, totally. There's like that video too of you in the hospital.
Yeah. Y'all could Google that. It's me in the hospital, like bloody ass
full
cheeks
blood,
and shit. Yeah.
And wasn't there a pretty close call when you were still in the womb as well?
What you talking about? Yeah.
Like an attempted burglary.
Oh yeah. When I was legit, I don't remember. I don't think I was still in the womb. My sister was a little legit. She was like 3 years old, I think. Yeah, but when we lived in Oviedo, there's some cats that was like high off PCP and tried to break in our house and shit, and they got fucked up. So fuck them.
Is that the same one that you were referring to on your song Jill Price, or was that a whole different one?
Oh wait, what did I say on Jill Price?
That they robbed.
Oh no, that's a different. That's a different incident. Nah, that was when I was in high school. My house we got robbed for like a gun safe that was like the size of a doorway. So
crazy. Were you there at the time?
Nah, I wasn't. Thank God. And my mom wasn't there either. So like that's all cool, yo.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the fuck boys that did that, yo.
Definitely.
I'm still winning.
Yeah, here you are. We're certainly glad you're still with us, man, in one piece for that matter. Lastly, at this point in your career, do you in any way consider music your life?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, like, I'd consider music like the medium that I'm allowed to like live my life through, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot more to life than music for sure, but it's brought me a lot of purpose and just, you know, like really something positive to focus my energy on. And it's just something I like doing, you know, like a lot of fulfillment in creating stuff, and like especially on this tour, you know, hearing people's feedback and meeting the fans. That's super important to me.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time, man.
Dude,
it's great chatting with you.
Love, yeah.
Best wishes with everything coming your way. Is there anything else you want to say to the people out there watching?
I just want to say thank you so much for the ears. I'm humbled to fucking be in your speakers. If you don't like my music, that's super cool too. Much love to all of y'all. Hope you find happiness.
There you have it. Once again, I'm Damon Campbell, and this is Caskey.
Bang, bang.
Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, man. That was dope, yo. That was dope. You could say, speaking of which, is it true that your grandpa actually almost pulled a gun out on Marvin Gaye once?
Yeah, nah, that's a wow. What the fuck? But yeah, this what happened. So, that's crazy. So this what happened. He had a homeboy, man. His name was Sugar Bear. I never forget dude neither. He one of the best like motorcycle guys in the city. Him and another cat named Frank Kemp. They used to put together race cars with my uncles and them.
Okay.
And one day I guess they were playing dominoes at dude's shop and was just, you know, fucking around shooting and shit. And my granddad said all he heard was, you know, he said all I could hear was a nigga coming through the gate and screaming out like, oh man, that's why the fuck you can't finish my bike, cause you over here fucking around with these dominoes. And my granddad said he finna reach under the table. So when he reached under the table, he looked back and it's Marvin Gaye like a motherfucker. That's crazy. That's wild that you knew that though. That's